So, they're doing cuts to the NOAA, which something that is included in an NOAA is the National Weather Service. They're going to make cuts to the National Weather Service. I need people to understand something. Federal agencies exist for a reason. With every federal agency, they trim, that they make cuts to, the lives of Americans are going to get worse. If the National Weather Service cannot warn people of weather systems, people are going to die. Like, I, I, I mean, it should be obvious. So, like, here's the thing. Okay, they're trimming National Hurricane Center. They're trimming National Weather Service. It's not just things about climate. This isn't like they're going after climate change. No, this is a blanket across the board cut of hundreds of employees from across NOAA. And on Friday they're expecting it to be worse. I don't know what that number is. We'll know in the morning or tomorrow at some point on Friday. This could be really catastrophic. Because I need let's do a thought experiment, okay? How many people every year are saved by being aware of what the weather is doing? We're not just talking about it's 60 degrees and Fahrenheit and partly cloudy and, um, you know, um, that type of thing. No, we're talking hurricanes, being aware of them. We're talking tornado warnings. We're talking freezing temperatures and blizzards. We're talking thunderstorms. Knowing that they're coming allows you to make good decisions, which allows you to be able to plan effectively on what you're going to do. Get to your safe spot, that sort of thing. Getting rid of the National Weather Service is a terrible idea. They're not doing that yet, but they're making cuts. And if U.S. aid is any indication, and their other plans that they have done, they're totally going to go after the National Weather Service. They're like anything good, they're going to destroy. And then they're going to try to privatize it. So anyone who's not able to afford it or not willing to pay money to get information that is critical, I guess you're gonna die. So I don't know. I I don't know what's about to happen. I only know that we're about to go into spring, and then after that is hurricane season. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen if there's a tornado outbreak this year or a hurricane season that is really active. It could be catastrophic without any good warning. Because here's the problem, they're expecting major cuts throughout the federal government by July of this year. Because the way they have it lined out is they have 30 days to submit the plan, then they have 30 to 60 days to implement it, and then they have 30 days beyond that. I forget the exact things. But Point is, about 4 months, which puts us right before the start of the hurricane season. Um, Actually, right in the core of it. So, like, at the beginning or middle of hurricane season. So, this could be catastrophic. And it's just, you know, whenever I was a kid, I wanted to be a weather person. Another thing that I wanted to be, which was never going to happen, was an astronaut. And they be doing cuts at NASA, and it's like, it's not enough that you have to take away our services that we desperately depend on, like you're wanting to make cuts to Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security, and things that other people depend on, like U.S. aid. We have to take away the fun stuff too. We have to take away the stuff that gives people hope, like NASA, gives people important information, like the National Weather Service. This is about to get really bad really quickly. It's going to get really ugly. I don't see this going well at all. Because, like, how many people are alive because the National Weather Service told them about something? We don't know those numbers, but it's very likely in the coming years we're going to know those numbers by heart in the data. It's just something I wanted to talk about. Was going to be briefly, but things are getting really ungood really, really fast. I can't just talk about how the government is going after trans people anymore. Because the reality is it's much bigger than me. It's much bigger than all me. It's they're going after everyone. This is going to make everyone suffer. Trans people are going to suffer, but everyone will suffer before this is over. And the worst irony is that the states that will see the biggest impacts are all of them in various ways. For example, the Gulf states, if there's a hurricane and they're not warned about it, they're going to suffer. Most of them, actually, all of them, voted for Donald Trump in 2024. The plains, if there is a tornado outbreak and they weren't warned about it and people die, most of those people are going to be Trump voters. If there is flooding in Dixie Alley, if there is a tornado outbreak in Dixie Alley, those people voted for Donald Trump. Trump voters will suffer due to what Doge is doing. And they're going to wake up and realize that their government has failed them. And they won't know what to do, because the damage will have already been done. I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like, anyone who is saying, oh, the leopards are eating their face or whatever, it doesn't just affect them, it affects everyone. So it's really just a tragedy. It's really just a tragedy. Because every life lost because of the callousness of those in power is a life that should not have been lost. That's all I have to say.